Good day, everyone. I'm Don Norris. I'm your host and moderator this afternoon for Creating Tomorrow's Learner-Centered Environments Today, presented by the Society for College and University Planning and the Public Broadcasting Service. It's my pleasure this afternoon to introduce my panelists. On my right is Dr. Sally Johnstone, who is the director of the Western Cooperative for Educational Telecommunications, which is part of WICHE, located in Boulder, Colorado. Dr. Freeman Hrabowski, who is the president of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. Dr. Jacqueline Belcher, who is the president of Georgia Perimeter College. And Dr. Clara Lovett, who is the president of Northern Arizona University. Today we are going to be making a program available to you that is supported by a website on which there is a substantial collection of information, vignettes and case studies that you can follow along if you choose. We will also be accepting questions by fax and then in the second hour of the program by phone. And those of you who want to phone and fax questions will periodically see those numbers posted on the screen. At this time, I'd like to introduce a film clip which will introduce the basic premise behind our notion of tomorrow's learner-centered environments and talk about how those are being presaged by developments that we can see around us today. We're here at the University of Delaware at Gore Hall, one of the leading edges of the new breed of learner-centered environments that are being developed today. Before we explore some more examples of these environments that are being built today, let's move on and think about what the world of work, learning, living, and being will be like in the 21st century, and the manner in which that environment will shape and change the way that we work and learn and live and be, and the kinds of learning environments that we create for ourselves. A new generation of learner-centered environments is emerging based on new combinations of facilities, virtual environments, information and communications technology infrastructures, programs, and relationships. Today we're going to consider three topics here. First of all, the fusion of activities and experiences in the knowledge age. Secondly, the next generation of fused physical and virtual spaces that are emerging from our examples being built today. And third, how to create learner-centered offerings in these new environments. So let's talk about the fusion of activities and experiences in the knowledge age. The knowledge age learner will learn anytime, any place, anyhow. A pervasive tapestry of interactivity will enable the knowledge age learner to fuse activities together and seamlessly move from experience to experience. Knowledge age learners will learn every day through long and productive lives, pre-K through 99 or 129. They'll learn anywhere, anytime, just in time, in collaboration with others, and use physical learning spaces as gateways to virtual learning resources. Physical learning spaces in the knowledge age will be everywhere. Desktops and laptops, classrooms and boardrooms, academic malls and union halls, community learning centers and homes of mentors, storefronts and manufacturing plants, even telecommuting salons and science museums. All will be physical learning places. These places will enable us to practice a new breed of knowledge age learning, learning that will be perpetual, happening over and over again and all the time, distributed, combining the best aspects of physical and virtual learning resources. Interactive, interactivity will replace program delivery as the metaphor for learning in the knowledge age. And collaborative, learning will be collaborative, not just individuals, but groups and teams. And finally, learning in the knowledge age will be inclusive, involving not just a small group of cognoscenti, of active learners, as currently is the case, but involving virtually everyone engaged in knowledge work and leading edge organizations and people who are practicing and active citizens in American democracy. That will be knowledge age learning. Now, this pervasive atmosphere of interactivity enables us to eliminate barriers of time, place, and sequence, and as a result, we will be able to fuse activities together in ways that have been previously unfathomable and unattainable. And indeed, this notion of fusion is much more powerful than integration, because fusion enables us to put things together in a way that they literally change one another. And consider, if we can, the world of knowledge age learning in which learning, discovery, work, contemplation, personal development, commerce, the expression of spirituality, entertainment, and recreation are all fused together in our lives. This is the world into which we're heading. This fusion of activities is enabling the evolution of new breeds of physical and virtual space and new patterns of human interaction. High tech and high touch are not mutually exclusive. Instead, they are truly codependent. So there are two codependent and mutually reinforcing movements at work in society. First, people are drawn into home, community, and virtual space where they can be themselves, have convenience, and confidentiality. But at the very time that people are retreating into home and virtual space, they are drawn inexorably to great good public places where they can enjoy the excitement of human contact. A new breed of urban entertainment center, public libraries, amusement centers, science centers, museums, and retail-based locales is emerging to deal with this need of people to get together in great good public settings. Now, these places are not just located on campus. They're located in commercial settings, in urban and rural community centers, and in places spread across the United States, North America, and the world. These places are precursors of a wave of reshaped facilities. In the knowledge age, learning spaces will be everywhere. And when one can learn anywhere, anytime, the nature of the where becomes a key determining factor in choosing where people will choose to be. The nature and quality of the space becomes a critical element of the learning experience. We will see over the next 5 to 10 years a new wave, not just of new construction, but of retrofitting of existing facilities to fit the characteristics necessary for active, experience-based learning in the knowledge world. In the past, we built facilities that were edifices to single functions, libraries, churches, schools, hospitals, or like here at the University of Delaware, traditional academic buildings. In the future, we will construct facilities that are fused-use buildings and enable us to bring many functions together. These fused-use facilities will be based on an information and communications technology infrastructure that will enable physical and programmatic flexibility. And we will find that learning spaces will be fused into virtually every fused-use facility in society. The leading edges of these developments are apparent in 5 distinct clusters of space that are being created today that are going to be largely the focal point of a good part of our program. We will show you examples of institutions and other learning settings that are creating, first of all, centers of academic technology. Second, a breed of building that fuses academic and non-academic functions in creative and exciting ways. Thirdly, work and learning centers that are being placed in malls, public places, libraries, and other urban activity settings. Fourth, discovery and learning settings that are being created in a new generation of science museums and zoos. And fifth, virtual work and learning environments that are being created to make the virtual feel like a physical place. And these are being done not just in campuses, but in many leading-edge corporations and other places. Those 5 types of facilities we will follow and show how they're going to lead to this new breed of fused-use space that's emerging. So let's talk about the new generation of learner-centered offerings. We need to create new approaches in order to create spaces, programs, and relationships that are customized to meet learner needs.